Hello and welcome back to Barely VR News. I'm Baradactyl, and we got an awesome interview with Jolyne this week. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this legendary interview. Huge shout out to Jolyne. Let's not delay this any further and jump right in.
What's your color code?
609.
We are ridiculously close in color codes.
Why? What's your color code?
629.
That's crazy. Yo, on the board, you almost can't even tell the difference. That's crazy.
No. I was reaching on my arm and I was like, wait a minute, we are really close to color codes.
I've played this color code since, I think this is the first color code I changed it to.
Oh, I've had this for years.
Yay, purples. Thank you for being willing to hang out and do the interview.
Yeah, of course.
It's actually so cool to actually meet you and talk for a bit.
Dude, likewise.
How did you first hear about Gorilla Tag and what got you into it?
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're running this back a few years. So I used to mow my yard as well. So I was mowing my yard one day, and my neighbor walks up and he goes, "Hey, if you mow my yard too, I'll give you $20. And every time you mow it, I'll give you $20." So I was like, "Oh, dude, sick." So I went inside after $20. Kid me was feeling like a boss. And I texted in the group chat and I was like, "Hey, my neighbor just gave me $20 every time I mow his yard. I have a very, very cheap job now." And my friend Everett, he's kind of a goat. He was like, "Oh, you should get a VR. You should check out this game called Gorilla Tag." And I was like, "That's like $300. I'll never ever reach that." And he'll be like, "You'll get it at the end of the summer." So I was like, "You know what? Sounds fun." So I go over to his house one day and he's like, "Hey, you should check out Gorilla Tag. Here's my headset. Just play around for a little bit." And I have so much fun. So I mow that yard every single week for like the entire summer, and I eventually make enough money where I can buy a headset, and I get that headset. And I play Gorilla Tag, and it's like the most fun thing ever. So I spent for like a week straight just trying to master Gorilla Tag. With my friends Kamoon and Everett, we would just run around this map. It was like the first ever winter update with like the candy cane. And we would run wall on that map as they would try and teach me like these different climbing techniques. And I knew that this game was going to be a huge part of my life.
That's amazing. I actually started October of 2021. So just before that update is when I started. Right before the Halloween update, I started. That's crazy, though. That's actually amazing, though, that you had the determination, especially after you tried this. You were like, okay, I definitely have to save up and buy that.
Oh, for sure. The minute he handed me that final $20 bill, I ran up to my dad and I was like, "Bring me to Best Buy now." And he was like, "What?"
What headset do you prefer to play on, and what headsets have you played on?
I've played on a little bit of everything. I used a Valve Index at one point at my friend's house. I used a Quest 1 at Everett's house, and then I also used a Quest 2 at Everett's house. So right now I'm settled down with the Quest 3, and I like it a lot. The Quest 3 is my current go-to. I really like the feel of it, and it's really comfortable. So Quest 3 is my answer for that. And I've used pretty much everything.
That's awesome. I'm a Quest 3 user also. I hate the tracking, but I live with it because for content, it is king.
Yeah, for content, it's great.
I did buy a Quest Pro. Oh, well, all right. I technically rented a Quest Pro from Amazon and then returned it. That was interesting. It was great, but it was not for Gorilla Tag. You know what I mean? It was just not designed for that.
Yeah.
And
my first headset was PlayStation VR, and that's when I got my first taste of VR, and I was like, okay, I need to get a better one. I need to go for the Quest 2, and then that's when I worked and got the Quest 2.
Nice. Okay, I've never really tried anything besides Quest 2, Quest Pro, and Quest 3. I've never tried an Index, never tried PlayStation.
The PlayStation 1's underwhelming. It's fun for a while, and if it's your first taste of VR, it's like, oh wow, this is awesome. But if you play for longer than a week or two, then you're like, okay, I need more than it.
Nice. What is a memorable moment? Like, what's the most memorable moment out of all of your content creation and Gorilla Tag career up to this point?
Oh, out of everything, it's got to be when I first got the stick. So the way they gave it to me is, of course, they had to mess with me because it's funny. So at the time, my friend Cass, they used to go by PTM Star. They used to be a moderator, but since they've changed their name to Cass. So Cass or Castiel, they invited me to a lobby and they were like, "Hey, I need your help." And that was normal. We had been really good friends for a while, so it was normal that I would help them with TikTok. So I hopped on and I was down here, and up through there I saw a white monkey dashing by, and I was like, "Is that my friend Boda, who is the other stick who's retired?" There's been a few of us, but Boda and me are like the most primary. So Boda dashes by, and I go, "Is that Boda, or was I seeing things?" So I look over here, and I see Boda and Cass, and I was like, "What's going on here? Why are we filming a TikTok with like all of my closest moderator friends?" So I run up there. I was at my grandma's house. It was near Christmas time, so I was on a like Santa rug. Christmas time. Parents had just driven in, and they were like, "Hey, can you help me bring in groceries?" And I'm like, "Hold on, I think I'm about to get the stick." So they were like, "What are you talking about?" I think I recorded it. So I was over there in city, and they were like, "We're not actually here to film a TikTok." And I was like, well, "What do you mean?" And they were like, you've done a bad thing recently, and we have an issue with you." And I was like, "Oh God, what did I do? I'm so sorry." And they were like, No. The issue is that you don't have a stick yet." And I started crying. I was like, "Oh my God," because they were playing with my emotions, which was awesome. It was so funny. But I finally came to my senses after running around squealing for like 5 minutes, and they were like, "Yeah, if you just give us your ID real quick, we'll give you the stick and everything. It will be awesome." And I was like, "Thank you guys so much." And once they finally gave it to me, I checked the Discord channels where like the stat chats are, and there was a channel in the main server. There was in the main channel was just like, "Guys, did we delete all the evidence of Jolyne?" And there was one channel left that they had made to mess with me, and it was called like Jolyne Hate Club, and there was just a bunch of them spamming like Jolyne stinks, Jolyne stinks. It was so funny. I love those guys a lot. It was super kind. It was a really fun little experience. It'll always be my favorite moment in Gorilla Tag, I think.
That's actually legendary and pretty hilarious.
It's really fun. They mess with me a lot. It was super fun.
That's so amazing. I can definitely understand why you would be brought to tears, because I would be freaking out too.
I worked for that for 10 months, I think, of me being like, "Okay, this is where I want to go." So I worked for like 10 months straight. I had almost reached 100,000 messages before they gave it to me. So I put in some work for that. It was worth it. 100% worth it.
That's amazing. Maybe not as like tear jerking moment as getting the stick, but my logo is actually in No More Rainbows, and
Oh, that's awesome.
I stumbled upon it in like it's in World 1 right after Canines, and I was like freaking out. I like ran and got my kids. I was like, "Here, put the headset on. Look." Like it was like so awesome.
That's awesome. That's so sweet.
Yeah, they are some awesome people. Digi Gods is their new game. You should check it out. It's really cool.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, check that out if you get a chance. It's amazing. But
Yeah,
then
I will.
Bricktag, Tux from GTC actually invited me to alpha test. He was like involved with them somehow. He was like, "Oh, we need some alpha testers."
Tux is a sweetheart.
Tux is amazing. I love Tux.
Me and Tux have been working very closely on a project.
Oh, nice. I look very forward to seeing what it is. Oh man, Tux is awesome though. He's on another level. He's like a mastermind.
Oh yeah,
I swear.
Tux is a sweetheart. Tux is a sweetheart.
Yeah, but Tux invited me to that, so I helped alpha test and beta test and stuff. And then when the game released, I jumped into the server, and the moderators that had set up the server and started helping like day one was Glow Monster. And so day one, I'm like answering questions and helping people and just like going crazy. And he's like, "Hey, do you want to be a moderator just so that people recognize you as someone to help?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then once the game like got on its way and the head dev, John, saw that I was like helping like crazy and everything, things kind of escalated and we ended up getting in-game cosmetics and we got stick very unceremoniously. So yeah.
I'm excited to have stick back, even if it's only in Bricktag.
It's pretty cool. I keep telling him we need to change it up and put like a Lego brick, like marshmallow on the end of the stick or something.
That would be very creative. I like that.
Yeah, sorry, I go on these crazy tangents. My brain's amazing.
Hey, it wouldn't be an interview if there wasn't talking.
Valid point. Being that you're a content creator and you've been making a lot of content and growing super rapidly, maybe explain a little bit of your process and like how you prefer to do things.
Oh, absolutely. My process is I need to work on something. I have autism and ADHD, and my brain's always like, I need to be working on something right now, and I have nothing to work on. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? I can film a video. So whenever I'm bored, this is like the only thing I can ever focus on for like a truly long amount of time. For something else, I'll immediately get distracted and like just move on to something else. But when I'm working on a video, I can sit down for hours just working. So generally what I'll do is whenever I'm doing something like slow or boring, being like sitting in a car or something like that where it's just very slow movement and I'm bored, I'll be like, what can I do? I can think of video ideas. So I'll get out like a pen or paper or like my iPhone notes app, and I'll just write down a whole bunch of video ideas for as long as I can. Then after that, I'll wait like a week because I'm very lazy, and then I'll start working, and I'll just work non-stop once I start. And then typically I like to do collab videos. I think they're more fun. I enjoy recording them more. So that's why most of my content has an aspect of another YouTuber in it. But generally, most of my content will be solo. My main like goal behind YouTube and everything is I kind of think about my childhood heroes whenever I'm making videos. Like I grew up on like Dan TDM and all of, like those Minecraft YouTubers. So my idea is like, well, when I used to go home from school, I used to be like, I need a distraction from everything. So I'd throw on a video and I'd just get absorbed for like 20 minutes. And then I'd be like, wow, those guys really made my day. I really like that. And that's what I want to be to someone else. I want to be the person they run back and throw on a video on and just relax and unwind for like a stressful day. And that's kind of why I do it. I wanna be like that to my viewers, and I wanna give them someone to rely on for quality content and just a little bit of a distraction for a while. So I'll take my ideas from wherever I brainstormed. I'll wait like a week. I'm lazy. Then I'll film and I'll just edit for days straight with no sleep. I'll just stay up for days editing and doing whatever. And that's kind of my motivation is making a kid's day or making somebody's day, and then I'll just work and work and work and work.
That's awesome. That's a very admirable reason to want to do it too. Like that's awesome. Your heart's in the right place.
Thank you.
If you had any suggestions to like upcoming creators or people who want to become creators, what kind of tips would you want to give them?
That's a really good question. Rely on others a lot. When I work on something, I will like take a snippet, like give it my last intro. I'll send over that intro to somebody else and I'll be like, what can I improve upon here? What do you like? What don't you like? And then they'll send it back to me and then I'll fix that part and I'll send it to somebody else and I'll be like, what do you like here? What don't you like? And then they'll send it back to me and I'll fix up everything. And I'll just keep going. And I'll just keep relying on like my close circle for help. The best thing you can get is someone who will tell you when something is boring and someone who will tell you when something is good. So if I can get someone, which I have a very, very kind group of people who will be like, this is great or this needs to change. And then I'll change it. And I like it a lot. I think it improves my quality a lot. Because if I have people around me that just go, oh, this is perfect, or if I just submit it without asking anybody, I'll never get a viewer's perspective, which I think is the most important thing when trying to create quality content, is what will the viewer... Because as a creator, it's really easy to be like, I put in 8 days of effort, this is the best I can do, when the most obvious thing in the world is right in front of you, but you'll just completely tunnel vision and miss it. Like, it'll be like, a sound effect is too loud, or something's just, like, a little bit off, and it'll just bring everything together once you get somebody else who will be like, that needs to be turned down or that needs to be tuned. So just ask for help and see what you can do, and everything will come to you.
Okay, sick. All right. That's actually helpful advice to me personally. Actually, I tend to tunnel vision a little bit when I make content, and
Yep.
I have this problem. Aiden's been telling me this forever. Stop making time-sensitive content, because I like doom clock myself, which is helpful mentally for me, but for content it suffers a little bit because I'm just kind of like, oh, I gotta get this on, I gotta push this video out, and it's like, okay.
That's kind of the trap that I fall into too, which is why I always remember to like send it to other people so they can be like, you need to fix this, and then I'm like, well, I can't post it, it has issues I need to fix. So that's kind of my solution.
I'm going to definitely take that advice, actually, because I'm working with more people. I actually recently hooked Viking VR up with like an editor and a thumbnail person, which silly, like, why am I not using these people to help me?
Oh, get a thumbnail artist. Second tip, get a thumbnail artist.
I have one now, actually, and they're great. He's cool. He's so cool. And he's very talented. So.
Yeah.
But, okay, so enough about my random nonsense. Thank you again for taking the time to do this. It was awesome to meet you. And
thank you for having me, man. Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah, you're so chill. Like, I knew you were chill, especially because of who you get along with. But, like, to meet you and talk to you is, like, very cool.
Likewise.
This is something I did with Meatball, being that this current update is out. Do you want to race on one of the obstacle courses before you leave?
Oh, absolutely. I thought you'd never ask.
Yes. Which one are we going to?
Oh, wait. Which one? I forgot there's like 8.
Me and Meatball did the beach one, so let's do a different one.
I think there's one. The only one that I haven't done is one of them up in clouds.
There's one in clouds?
Yeah.
I had no
There's
idea.
one of them up there, and there's a bouncy castle over here. I think
What?
we can grab one of these.
How did I not see that? Is it real? Is it just one? It's gigantic. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Where does it even start? What the heck? This one's weird. What the heck? There is a bell.
Where am I?
There is a bell.
Oh, bell.
Oh, so you transition from that ramp to this one. Okay. So the start is over there.
That looks like a start right there.
No, I almost fell. Okay, yes, I think the start's over here.
Oh.
No.
I always
No.
feel like the cloud boost is slightly bigger than it is.
Okay, so this is my favorite thing ever. So we will shake hands but fist bump at the same time so that the power of friendship happens. Yes! And now it doesn't matter
Yeah.
who wins because of the power of friendship.
I hate the power of friendship.
Oh, that's what Meatball did too. Meatball flipped me off though. Yay, friendship! Okay, on your mark, get ready, go! Mike Delay has given me a lead. Oh wait, how are you so fast? Oh no. Okay, I ain't going down like that. Oh no, no, I'm stuck on the slip. Oh, you're lagging. You're lag teleporting. The lag teleport is crazy right now. Oh, I don't know if I'm in the lead or not because you teleported. Oh,
No.
yeah! I'm 2 for
I was in the
2.
lead for so long.
Good job.
I was in the lead for so long.
Wait, I forgot the power of friendship.
Whoa.
Well, wait, it put it on a different hand. And it's a different color.
Hate the power of chip.
No. The power of coffee. Oh, you know what?
We're so close to winning that.
You know, I feel bad, so, you know, I'm just going to take this icicle and...
Deflate the whole thing.
Okay. Peace out. Bye. Hey, yo, before you leave, I wanted to thank you to Jolyne for doing this interview. It was awesome. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time on Barely VR News. And catch you on the flippity floppity. Peace out. Bye. See you. Adios.